Fuel your passion for racing with Speed Mobile. Get the latest NASCAR news and results as soon as they become available, sent right to your phone. Text NASCAR to Speed3 for Speed NASCAR text alerts. Beautiful shots of ORP.
Oh, it is. What a great night.
Great crowd on hand here for short track racing.
And look right behind Ron Hornaday. Kyle Busch is just stalking him.
He's not been able to shake him. He's remained about from 3 to 5/10 of a second behind ever since about 2 or 3 laps after this restart.
Last time around, Johnny Sauter got around Timothy Peters and was the fastest truck on the track. But Phil, if there's not a caution, look at this deficit. He's over 6 seconds behind.
Yeah, if we don't get a caution flag, I think he's destined to finish about 4th in this race. I don't think there's any way he can make up that distance.
But man, he's got a fast truck, and a little bit of that speed might be from how mad he is.
But I'm telling you, if the caution flag were to come out right now, he's running 4th. He would line up 2nd row outside, which would really almost be like lining up 2nd with the outside as good as it is here.
Austin Dillon, another good strong run for that young man in the 6th position.
There's Timothy Peters. Timothy has drifted back on those old tires to the 7th position.
Here comes Todd Bodine looking to grab that 7th spot. Todd certainly doing everything he wants to do. But you know, we talked about coming into this race. Could Ron Hornaday catch Todd Bodine? He's 261 down going in. Do you know that over the last 14 races last year, that Hornaday outscored Todd Bodine over those races by 378 points? So if you get that 33 truck on a roll, he can get this championship, no doubt.
That's what I told you. Right now, if the race were to end right now, he's only 208 points behind, which means he would have gained 53 points tonight on Todd.
Again, Ron Hornaday did that last year in historic fashion. 5 wins in a row. He was in a zone, and he was clicking off races one after the other with great finishes, and so those points came right along with it. Todd Bodine coming into this race had a 101-point lead over 2nd place Eric Almirola. Almirola had a bad day. He was behind the wall. Hornaday having a great day. He's out front looking for his first win this season. Welcome back. AAA Insurance 200 presented on Speed by the Expendables. Ron Hornaday. He's not expendable, especially on this racetrack.
Inside of 20 laps to go here. Ron Hornaday trying to make it 4 wins at ORP. Nobody else has won 2 here, and he's trying to make it 4.
He won the nationwide race.
Absolutely. He's the only driver here that has won in both divisions that race here, and he's trying to make it 5.
Ray Dunlap.
Well, guys, the truck that he's driving tonight is chassis number 43. Kevin Harvick used this very same truck to go to victory lane earlier this year in Martinsville. But what I think is really impressive, when you look at his last 3 races here, a win, a 2nd, and a win, but what's even more important is the number of laps led. 90 laps, 153, 67, and how many has he clicked off tonight? A big pile of them. Hornaday's been out front in all of those 4 races here at ORP.
Kevin Harvick with a serious look on his face atop the pit box.
Something on fire.
Something's on fire. It may be just rubber, but look. It's under the right rear quarter of that truck.
See the flames.
It's in an area that would lead you to believe it's just a bunch of rubber stacked in there that caught on fire, Phil. But no, now it's starting to burn even more. See some smoke.
There's really nothing in there other than possibly a duct and maybe some rubber that is laid on the rocker panel.
But that can totally heat that right rear tire up. You can see that fire going right on the right rear tire.
Yeah,
there's something going on.
How about this? Can the luck get worse for Ron Hornaday? Could this cause problems with that truck to where he can't get to the finish line?
Well, it's going to burn that right rear tire off. He'll definitely lose performance traction if it keeps burning because it'll get too hot.
It looks like it's out.
Whatever it was, it looks like it may have fallen out or just been extinguished. It's not as blazing as it was.
It looks like it was just above the exhaust on that right side of that truck. Now we see side-by-side racing. Todd Bodine, Timothy Peters, 7th and 8th.
This is going as good for Todd as he could have hoped for, I think. He's been able to survive a near miss, getting in an accident with his left rear tire getting bashed in. Now he's rebounded and now clawing his way back through these guys. That takes over 7th spot for Todd.
Yeah, that's another 4 points for Todd right there. That pass.
We talked about how vulnerable he's been on these short tracks, but certainly performing tonight.
Timothy Peters trying to get by Lorraine Carthagena. Brad Sweet also making the move back there.
There's David Starr right there, just inside the top 10.
How about the 15 of Johanna Long? I mean, what a performance out of her tonight in her first ever Camping World Truck Series start.
Man, I saw something special in her when she qualified, Phil. She was aggressive with that truck. She qualified 15th, but she got dead sideways down in the turn 3 and 4. Saved the truck, kept going. She was serious about her qualifying lap, and she's just been really performing well tonight. It's good to see 18 years old, getting her first chance, wanting to impress NASCAR so she can run more NASCAR Camping World Truck Series races, and I think she's done just that.
I give her my vote right now. Brad Sweet able to get by Timothy Peters. Brad now moves up to the 8th position, looking for a career best.
Inside 10 laps of racing to go. Ron Hornaday looking for his first win of the season. And he was smoking the field earlier, literally, as he had a fire on the right side of his truck, but that is extinguished, at least we believe so. We haven't seen the flames.
This is probably as large a lead as Ron has enjoyed this entire race. It's about 9/10 of a second right now, almost a full second.
James Busher running back in the 5th spot, Adam.
And we probably haven't talked enough about James here tonight, Rick. You know, he started out the season running full-time in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, so he's only made 8 of the 11 truck starts. Despite that, he's 14th in the sports standings, and he's going for his 4th top 5 finish of the night here this evening. A great qualifying run earlier today, and he's backed it up on track here. 8 laps, another top 5.
And that's Timothy Peters losing the 9th spot from David Starr. You know, he's thinking, Phil, I sure did like it when I had those tires. That was a real good feeling for me. But right now, he's given all that back. He was running about the 10th or 11th spot when he came and got those tires, and that's where he is now.
And it's a bit of a gamble. You know, if the caution flag were not to have come out, well, then he would have had the best tires on the racetrack, and he would have had a shot at moving up even farther. But sometimes you roll a dice, and it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
He's falling back to the 10th spot. You can see 11th just off turn 4 there in his mirror. So Shelby Howard will try to go grab that top 10 finish for Kevin Harvick in that 2 truck.
Ron Hornaday bounced off the fence there with 6 laps to go.
6 to go, and Hornaday slaps the wall coming out of turn number 4.
Let's not question his commitment and his desire. It's been a tough season for this team. This track is what he loves. He loves to race at ORP, and he's putting it on them tonight.
He's got a 1.3-second lead over Kyle Busch, who's running in 2nd. Now Kevin Harvick's decided he can't sit any longer. He's going to stand up as he watches this one.
Ernie Cope still sitting down there, the crew chief tonight.
Those guys had to be nervous when they saw what would be on fire under our truck, but something was.
It had to be a clump of rubber, I would think, or something like that.
That maybe caught a duck or something on fire.
Ray, what was happening down there with the truck?
They didn't say a thing on the radio to Hornaday during that period at all, but I did want to comment on the fact that they have Georgia Boot this week, one of 3 races on the schedule for the season, and we just found out this week that they have now sold out their inventory. They've got sponsorship for this truck for all the remaining races of 2010.
That's good news for the health of the series, and what an amazing crowd we have here tonight at ORP.
How about Ron Hornaday's first wins of the season and where they came? The furthest into the season he's ever gone before tonight was 7th. The 7th race when he went to Mansfield and got that victory in 2006.
This could open the floodgates too. Now Ron Hornaday's going to be on a roll. He just dominated this race here tonight. He's going to go to Pocono, a great venue. We're going to have some qualifying changes, and it's going to be exciting. And I know Ron Hornaday has a little bit of experience at Pocono running in the Cup Series, so he's going to be on go.
2 laps remaining for Ron Hornaday. He's caught up with some of the slower lap traffic. His closest competitor, Kyle Busch, is back over a 1.5 seconds behind him. Now, can it be cruise control for Hornaday, looking for his first win of 2010?
There's the white flag. We won't have a green-white checker tonight. Ron just makes this lap. He'll be our winner. You know, he's got a decision to make, though. Are we going to be able to get him a crew chief by Pocono? What are we going to do about that?
Stay tuned.
Got no pressure from behind.
He'll want to celebrate this before he worries about the next step in his career. 46th time Ron Hornaday has been victorious in the Camping World Truck Series. Ron Hornaday is going to win again in ORP.
Thank you, Rick.
Holding off Kyle Busch, one of the best in the Truck Series. Ron just put him away late in the going.
Matt Crafton ends up with a great third-place finish. Johnny Sauter races his way back to fourth, but it's a case of what might have been, Michael.
4 times Ron Hornaday has been the winner at ORP.
Brad Sweet in 8th, career best for him. Timothy Peters faltered down to 10th spot, held off Shelby Howard late in the going, and Dennis Setzer just puts you on the lead lap, doesn't he? Gets a 12th place finish.
And the winning crew chief standing by with Ray Dunlap.